Alright, you guys, welcome back to RagdollPlanting. This is my lemon lime pothos plant. And she's quite bushy, but she has some areas that has like some spots in them. The lemon lime pothos plant. She likes a lot of light to keep that versatile, the different colors in the light, the different colors in the leaves. You got your dark leaves and your bright leaves. While she was in propagation, she did hold that line. That's because she was close under the artificial light. Let's see what we got. So propagation did not disappoint. I definitely have some stems here. That are ready to be propagated. That's a good one. You can put it right here. Look at that whole opening. I've exposed some roots in here, of course. She went in perfect. All the roots will be covered. I may take another piece and put in there. Here, it's going right here. Yes. Fill her out. Make sure the roots are covered, and they are. Filled in that piece side. Let's fill in this side. Hopefully those babies will take off. Now, time for the fun stuff. I'm going to put the remaining of these in a pot and make one baby. Yes. I'm only putting a smudge of soil because I had some stems that had like some funkiness going on with the roots, and I wanted to make sure that they're deep into the pot. I'm gonna give everyone a chance for a new start. I think that went in there like that. I don't want to plant them upside down. So some will have to like lean in. You see what I'm saying? They're leaning in, but the stems are up. The new babies. The new babies are facing up. And making sure that the roots are in this, will be in the soil. That's not gonna make it. And this one, it's kind of an odd one. I'm gonna make sure those roots are covered. And she pushed down more for me, so that's good. Yay, all the roots are in the soil. And all the new babies are facing out of the soil. That's good. Clean out these leaves with a quick water. There she is. Lime green roots. Excuse me. Those lemon lime leaves. Good thoughts. All right, so we made it back to the lemon lime. Now this is the baby. I don't know what these black spots are, but I'm gonna take it that she's infected with bugs. Yeah, I see the black bugs. Okay. I don't know where these black bugs came from on my plants, but they just spread all over to each and every one. Not every one, but 70% of my plants were infected. Thanks to my homegirl Rebecca is me. I ordered me some of this. Shout out to her. And I also use my neem oil. So with both of that, they can't win. They cannot win. But anyway, we made it back to the lemon lime, and it looks like now the mommy is infected. Look at these leaves. And she's thinned out. I'm gonna have to repot this plant, give her new soil, spray her down. Okay. I'm gonna have to repot this plant, spray her down, and give her new soil. The pot. I'm gonna leave the baby because the soil is fresh, the plant is fresh. I don't know I just don't know where the bugs came from, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't. But then again, when you're dealing with plants and soil and outdoor activity, it happens, right? Not sure. Well, my babies were infected, so I'm going to repot this plant. I'm just going to repot it. Clean the leaves. Apply new soil. Should I? I don't know. I just potted this plant. And I did see some bugs on it. Not many, but enough to do this much damage. I was thinking about removing a few of the layers of the soil at the top in case eggs was laid. Replacing it with some fresh soil. Just a couple of layers. Because this plant is really just starting to settle. I don't really want to disturb it. And I didn't see too many bugs. I'm not seeing any now, but they do like to come out at night too, I've realized. I sprayed a solution on here. Shout out to Rebecca SB. She suggested that I use this brand. So I've been using this plus the neem oil.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to repot this plant. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Keep it separated for now until I decide that it doesn't have any more buds on it. And wash out my tray. Spray the tray. I begin to wash my trays and spray them now. But the mommy, she's gone through some things. Since I did the clip down, since I moved her from a different location, all this was bushed at the beginning of spring. Now we're in the dead smack of summer. She has some noticeable messed up leaves, infected leaves. I'm just going to repot this plant, give her new soil, wash off the stems, wash off the leaves, wash off the roots. I'm not going to put her back in this pot. I'm going to put her in the transparent pot. Have I sprayed these leaves already? I can't remember. So once I wash them, I will spray them down. I'm going to spray the roots and the stem down with my neem oil and my dead bug. Captain Mr. Jax down. The leaves, the stems, the roots. Let them sit in the sink and allow the solution to dry, and then pot her. Should I keep that? It's just roots, a stem, and it looks like a baby. See when I get little things like this, when I get little things like this, I like to use them as projects. In little bitty pots and see what happens. I think that's what I'm gonna do with this. Yeah. So I'm gonna wash a little pot for that. I'll wash it in the sink. I don't want it to get lost outside, because I'm going to take this plant outside to my power water and shoot it off. All those little plants, I'm gonna stick them in here because this side has like a bare area. So I'm gonna put those little plants right there. So I just rinsed off all my babies. And they really fell apart, so I can see exactly what I have now too. I got a bunch of little baby plants in here. So I'll be planting a bunch of plants a lot of different ways. They just all fell apart, which makes it better that they fell apart. Where are my scissors? Let's get to clipping the unwanted. The unwanted is stuff like that. White stems. See, these little ones can go in that little pot and fill it up. Clipping away those ugly leaves. Are the tip. I didn't spray my plants. I forgot. Uh-oh. We must spray them. Mm-hmm. Knock off a couple of inches of this soil just in case babies was hatched in my soil, but not close, but not close enough to get to those roots because I don't want to disturb the rooting system. And I see some roots, so just about that much. I brought it down. It was up there. I brought it down to about here. And I'm going to put my little babies right there just to fill that pot in. Yes. Am I taking the chance of putting in, am I taking the chance taking infected plants, putting it with the other plants? Well, they're all infected, but they've all been treated. So the little ones that I'm putting in here, they've been sprayed down with water, with solution. These have been sprayed down with solution. I haven't rinsed the solution off of my leaves, and I'm not. Keep it on there.
I could clip each one of these really, but they're so close together. Hmm. Should I clip it like that? There's nothing holding it in the soil. I guess I could.
It doesn't look like a bug. That just looks like plant concerns. But if they come back, then I know she's infected. Some of these leaves look suspect, especially this one. So I'm gonna spray it. And this is her original pot from the nursery. So I'm not ready to plant her yet, but I am gonna spray her down. Just because I don't even like the leaf, you know what I'm saying? I'm over the bugs. I like for the plants to be in treatment before I change the pot. I like the plant to be in treatment first. Take a couple layers of the top off in case there are eggs in here. She's really dry, so I'm gonna water her first before I spray her down. I always start in the soil first, work my way up. I mostly spray underneath the leaves, because you know that's where they really like to hang out at, underneath the leaves. Sit there and dry. I like let it dry, honey. Let the solution dry. They feel weak as I take them down. Maybe they'll start growing stronger once they get into soil. That's what we're hoping for. Time to get into this plant's business. Oh my, look at this. Is that dryness or is that mildew? Let's see. I may need to take it to the sink, rinse it off. It might be why it's weak, because the roots are, not all of them was in the water. Let me
go to the sink and rinse them off real quick. I see a lot of whiteness. Is that fungi? Why is my propagation fungi all of a sudden? Now, since I saw that white mildew substance, I'm a little weary. Now that I see that my propagations are getting contaminated for some reason. Yeah, it does. You'll smell it in a minute. Okay, so you always want to have, well, I'm using transparent pots, and the reason why I want to use transparent pot for these is because they have flowers on the stems around the roots, and I really don't want to cut them off. I want to keep them, see if they'll continue to grow from the soil. So I'm going to put a layer of soil at the bottom. Because you always want to have a layer of soil at the bottom. I like to let water sit for a while sometimes. Especially in the winter, I like to do it so it don't be cold on my roots. Actually, it's coming right out. So my soil is nice and loose, just the way I like it. And you want your roots to be wet anyway, because they're not intaking as much water as they used to when they were in propagation. So you want to make sure those roots are nice and wet. So I'm going to do that again with the same water, because I have some of that solution in here. So I just want to keep that solution on the roots.
Are you getting your picture?
Overall, it took all summer to maintain the pest. It took months. And the products that I chose, the neem oil and the Captain Jack's, did maintain the pest. But you must be consistent. It won't work overnight. And in the future, if my plants become infected again, I won't repot all my plants. It was just in the beginning. I didn't know what was going on. My leaves were deteriorating fast. And they were looking like zombie leaves, and I didn't know why. But now that I know why, now that I know what to look for, and the products that I chose that I'm confident with, I will definitely reapply. I hope I was able to give you guys tips, and if you have tips for me, please leave it in the comment area. Well, thank you all so much for watching RagdollPlanting. Over and out.
My real name is Nicole. I'm everything I've ever wanted to be. 200 Pascal. Millions of dollars, yeah, I want it for me. 200 Pascal. Call up my girls, go blow the block up for cheese. 200 Pascal. Getting this money is a monopoly. 200 Pascal. I'm everything I've ever wanted to be. 200 Pascal. Millions of dollars, yeah, I want it for me. 200 Pascal. Call up my girls, go blow the block up for cheese. Getting this money is a monopoly.
Hey, let me get this. Income tax, take a chance, be making repairs on the shit you're trying to rent quick. Hot damn, that's a misprint. Got plans about to get rich.